Hello there and welcome to the Play Ascension show. I'm Vidya Ramphal alongside Terry Fennick, and we are here at the Terminex La Joqueta Rangers Stadium, and we're in the center circle. Terry,
Fantastic,
you're familiar with this, of course. We were talking about their game against San Juan Jablonte coming up. We also have the San Fernando Giants against Deportivo Point Fortin, but we want to start with the big game, the game that virtually decided the title between Mova Caledonia AIA and Defence Force.
Yes, they've both been very good. Over the course of the season, I would have to favour the experience of Army. I think they've got a strong, very determined, quick front three. Really, the wingers have been outstanding all season. This is going to be a great game, and nothing in between the two clubs. Winner takes all.
And with Caledonia winning 8 games in a row, it was they that would be favourites for this one. Let's see how it happened. So it all comes down to this: Caledonia AIA taking on Defence Force at the Larry Gomes Stadium. This is one for all the marbles. Caledonia with 8 consecutive wins. They lead Defence Force by 2 points, and Defence Force, they had it in their grasp, but Caledonia have taken it in the ascendancy with that win over Terminex La Joqueta Rangers the week before. As for Defence Force, they would have slipped up against Club Sando, and it's all for them to do in this one. Caledonia with the early free kick, and the opportunity here for the cross, blocked out for a corner. It's when two great defenses marshalling and holding each other at bay. Caledonia, an opportunity here. Can he get the shot in? It's blocked. Appeals for a penalty. Turned down by Crystal Sobers. It's out for a corner. Abdullah Phillip not exactly impressed. Chance here from the corner, headed wide by Defence Force. Hudson Charles is pleased that his team's finally starting to get back into it. Jamal Sabaz happy with his team's performance so far. Another free kick for them. Looped into the area that should be easy for the keeper, and he takes it well under pressure. The Army have been coming more into it as the half has worn on. Another incisive pass, and doesn't get the shot off. Lovely move here by the Army, couldn't find its mark. However, can he get the shot off here? Did that take a deflection off the arm? Some of the supporters not too happy with what they've seen, and that's because of the quality of the play. Oh, that's a naughty tackle. That could be a yellow card. We've seen quite a few already in the second half. Della Phillip continuing to urge on his charges. The Defence Force, their supporters out here looking for something, and they're not going to get it there. That's knocked out for a corner. Late in the game, 5 minutes of time added on for stoppages. Last chance for Defence Force. That's deflected. Oh, into the pathway of Baltazar, who scored. 5 minutes of extra time, and the Defence Force defense, everyone is off the bench and celebrating, and that could be the chance that puts away the title for Defence Force. Hudson Charles exalts. That is 1-0 to Defence Force. Here's the chance again, deflecting into the pathway of Joan Baltazar, and boy did he take that chance well. The keeper came for it and missed it, but it was a very good finish by Joan Baltazar, certainly worthy of winning a championship. Oh, what's happening here? And some sort of a kerfuffle has broken out here, and the Caledonia players are attacking the linesman. This is very shameful and disgraceful for the Caledonia players, and the Defence Force staff has had to step in here to prevent them from doing something that they would regret for the rest of their football lives. It's ended 1-0 to Defence Force, but this is absolutely awful for Trinidad and Tobago football to see this type of activity happening after the game, and certainly they would feel aggrieved, but there's no need for that kind of behavior.
I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that. Yeah, I'm telling you, I am not taking that. If that's my last day work, I'm not taking that. You got to do our next game. I'm taking
My team played well. We did what we trained to do. We denied them space in the midfield. We try as much as possible to deal with their set pieces, which they score a lot from. With Devon Johnson being out of the team, that nullifies some of the center free kicks that they take that were on goal, you know, and I thought we did very well to deal with them individually. I think Defence Force played a very good game. They weren't attacking us as much as I thought, but they played a well-executed game. Well, because of the magnitude of the game, I think emotions got the best of some of us. With review and with other things being done outside, I don't want to comment too much on it, but probably with a little bit more insight of what really happened, we'll understand why things took place as they took place. I'm not giving anybody any wrong or any right, but with further review, I think the right punishment would be meted out to whoever it is it should be meted out to.
I thought when Dwight and Boatswain came on, you know, we told them, you know, to stay up, they put pressure on the defense. And for some strange reason, you know, I mean, really luck what was that, and here we get the goal, you know. I thought Bali did well. They laid pressure, and the ball fell for him, and he put it away. I think the defense, you know, with Gonzalez, Latapi, even McIntyre, you know, Lee, who didn't play today, then we had Garcia. I think they together with the midfield, I think, you know, our defense kind of pulled us through this whole tournament.
What a late decider that was. Last-minute goal for Jerwin Baltazar. Defence Force win it 1-0, and they virtually sealed the title. And Caledonia, after winning those 8 games in a row, were left wanting.
Listen, Video, I was very disappointed with the game. This was fear factor kicking in, recognising that the winning team take away the spoils and the money. I was disappointed with both teams' reaction. They went very defensive on this, and I wonder whether that's because Jerry Moore wasn't here, and in fact, Mr. Phillip and also Jamal Shabazz sat in on the bench. But the game was decided on this goal, which looked offside, but on the replay that we both seen, Video, clearly Baltazar wasn't offside and the goal should have stood, but the reactions that we've seen afterwards are just completely out of order.
And talking about those reactions, was it right then for the league to put Caledonia out of the tournament after that?
I think so. When you recognise these guys are playing in communities now, so you do not want these players riling the community up so it gets over and above what we saw tonight. That was out of order, and I think Terminex management have made a great decision disqualifying them from the competition, because this is not part and parcel of the game. You cannot get onto the officials, or anyone for that matter, as they did tonight. That was out of order.
Now, there's an explanation that has been offered which could also explain why there was that the approach by Caledonia AIA was a little bit conservative, which was that the club is in some financial difficulty. They were looking towards the prize money, and a draw may have seen them through.
Listen, Caledonia are a professional football club. They are in the Pro League. They cannot have their players behaving in this manner. And not just the players, the staff as well were out of order. And I think the commitment that the Terminex League have given to the whole competition, they don't deserve this, and I think the decision they've made tonight is fantastic.
Defence Force, the deserving winners of this competition?
I think they were the most experienced team with so many good players in. For me, Gonzalez has been outstanding at the back. I think their defence has been like granite all this tournament. I think, yes, they deserved it.
Now, when you look back at this for Caledonia AIA, this is the story of a tournament that they botched, really, because they were in the money for it. 8 wins in a row, 2 games to go,
yep,
and you don't win.
Well, that's right. I mean, I look at this side. They've been so free-flowing all through this tournament. I think they've been excellent. But when it's come to the crunch games, right at the end, when they need to win, Video, I think they froze.
Yeah, they certainly did freeze. And just a last word on the brawl that happened after. Did this tarnish what the Ascension Football League was?
No, not at all. I think what we've got to look at here is the Ascension League has saved football this year. We're already in October now, and there's been no Pro League football, there's been no Super League football. The Ascension League has got these youngsters out playing football and communities engaging with their teams. It's been fantastic. And look at the stand, the stadium we've got behind us. Look at the money that's been put into the tournament. It's been absolute breath of fresh air. I think they've done a great job.
So Defence Force winning this game 1-0 and going on to lift the title. Coming up, we'll take a look at Terminex Lahoketa Rangers and how they went against San Juan Jabloteh, but that's right after this message from our sponsor.
Pest control is a pain, but you don't have to go it alone. If you're a business that needs someone who will fix your problems point blank, go with the brand that's tested. Go with Terminex. Born almost a century ago in Memphis, Tennessee, Terminex International's mission has been to spread its innovations across the world through its integrated pest and termite management system, reducing the infestation of pests and vermin. Our Trinidad franchise neutralizes the threat of tropical insects and ensures that companies, from food production to hospitality, protect their investment and get the maximum value from our relationship. And we've been doing it well for over 20 years. Termites and pests are relentless, but they're no match for Terminex. Contact us today for a free consultation and quote, and let's introduce you to convenience. Protect your premises today. Choose a service provider that persists. Talk to Terminex.
Pests bothering you? Call Terminex at 672-5007 or 672-0042 or visit our website at terminex.co.tt for a free quote and consultation. Join our fight against pests. Welcome back. So Defence Force and their win over Caledonia took them to this. Now, there was another trophy up for grabs, and that was second place, and that was, Terry, Terminex Lahoketa Rangers coming up against your old team, San Juan Jabloteh.
Yeah, looking forward to this one video because Lahoketa Rangers, listen, they've done great stuff all season, but they've struggled against the Pro League teams. So this to me was the acid test for them, and this is a very young Jabloteh side that have got some excellent youngsters in there, but I'm looking forward to seeing the experience of Lahoketa Rangers run over the top of them tonight.
Well, let's see how they went against San Juan Jabloteh. This is the battle for second place. Terminex Lahoketa Rangers against San Juan Jabloteh. San Juan Jabloteh on 22 points, Lahoketa on 20. The winner of this match will go on to take second place and second place honors in this tournament, and that is with the expulsion of Caledonia AIA. And for Terminex Lahoketa Rangers, this is their last chance to defeat a Pro League team in this competition. They've drawn blank so far against the Pro League teams they've come up against. San Juan Jabloteh, a wonderful young team, especially with the likes of number 14, Jodel Brown in there. He's been outstanding for them, and they will try to get the win here today. Early chance for Rangers. That's not a bad effort. It was dipping, but heading over the bar. Over 6,000 people have shown up for matches here in the Lahoketa venue. Certainly very encouraging indeed, and they could be further encouraged if that had gone under the net. Dave Quamina never looks happy, but he looks on as San Juan Jabloteh is about to get the restart here, and there is a yellow card here in the first half, and San Juan Jabloteh earning the wrath of the official today. Section of the crowd looking on here. Was that a foul? The shot is saved by the keeper. He hasn't held it, and Creighton comes in to score. That is the first goal for Terminex Lahoketa Rangers, and the keeper fumbling the effort, and it was turned in. Rangers now on the defensive. Play has been called here, and they will continue to the attack, and here is the chance. Oh, he's put it away very well. Minute 42, and Ikem Andrews has made it 2-0 for Terminex Lahoketa Rangers. Second half now, and that's turned in brilliantly by Ross Russell Jr. 2 goals in the last match, and he started off well again with a goal in the 59th minute. That is 3-0 to Rangers. And she's showing what she can do. Not only the youngsters can do it. Dennis Lawrence looks a little bit less impressed. Then John is very much enjoying the atmosphere here. Rangers rampant right now, looking for the fourth goal. The shot is deflected. Oh, into the pathway of Ross Russell Jr. And he's there to score another one. That is 4-0 to Rangers, and another double for this mercurial wing back for Rangers. Keeper fumbles it again, and that's turned in. That is goal number 5, and Tyrone Charles has scored in time added on for stoppages. That is 5-0, and this is the biggest win for Terminex La Joqueta Rangers over one of the Pro League teams. That's 5-0 over San Juan Jablotay.
It's hard work. After every game, we always try to improve. We always try to go back to the drawing board, try to improve on our mistakes, and that was it. We were clinical tonight. I think we were clinical. I think we made less mistakes than usual. We were a little more focused because we try to improve on the past games. The talk was we couldn't compete with or couldn't beat a Pro League team, and we just tried keep on working, and we know eventually we'll get it right. And we need to keep our foot on the ground. We need to keep humble, try not to get carried away with this result, and go back to the drawing board.
Well, first thing first, I want to start by saying we knew coming to La Joqueta would be a difficult task, but we always wanted to come here playing for something, either first, second, or third, which we came to play for tonight. And we knew it would have been difficult, but it became even more difficult, I think, when we were playing against 14 men, and that is my honest opinion. As a coach, don't like to go at officials, but I thought tonight, some of the calls in the first 45 minutes was against us. And when you have a young bunch of players who do have all the experience in the game and everything going against them, it tends to play on the mind. So we went into the first half, 2-0 down. When we went into the dressing room, I spoke to them, I tell them, here, we're still in the game. We just need to get something in the first 15 minutes. I thought we came out, we got a chance in the first 5 minutes with Shaquille John hitting the post. I thought if we had scored our goal, the game would have been a totally different game.
So 5-0 to Terminex La Joqueta Rangers, a big win for them, and their first against a Pro League team, defeating San Juan Jablotay. 2 goals for Ross Russell Jr. in there, but this was a steamroller performance.
Yeah, they played very well, Rangers, and I think this is the first time I've seen them step up against the Pro League side. But I would have to say there was a big change for me at half-time. Jordell Brown, who's been outstanding for them, and he's a great talent. This is a young man that's got to sort out his attitude on the field because they brought him off video because he looked like he was going to get red card. They took him off at half-time, and I think the impact that had on Jablotay, they suffered badly in the second half, conceding 5 goals in the game.
And 3 goals very late in that one.
Absolutely.
So they went under 5-0 in this one. Coming up, we'll talk about the big decider. This was in Division 2 between San Fernando Giants and Deportivo Point Fortin, but that comes up right after this word from our sponsor.
The situation we have here is that these characters, and I refer to them as pests, right? What they are doing is destroying our country, but not on my watch. No street, no turf, no block shall belong to these cockroaches, right? It's no longer business as usual. Happy hour is over. If they don't fear God, at least they'll fear Terminex.
Have you considered how your methods could impact on pests across the country?
I find we look after the rights of pests as opposed to the rights of the 1.3 million law-abiding citizens in Trinidad and Tobago. I wonder if Roach Ladden's son come here for a carnival if you'll interview him, eh?
But how could you defend one shot, one kill?
What? You want me to throw a pillow at him?
I didn't say that.
No, well, if a roach jumps in front of you now, what will you do?
Run.
Oh, Jesus, Lord Father.
Pests bothering you? Call Terminex at 672-5007 or 672-0042 or visit our website at terminex.co.tt for a free quote and consultation. Join our fight against pests. Welcome back. Now we go to the battle for this trophy, the Division 2 title, and 3 teams were in the running. Deportivo Point Fortin were on goal difference behind San Fernando Giants, and they were just 1 point ahead of UTT. Tasty encounters coming.
Unbelievable. 3 teams in it, right last game of the season, and I can't wait for this one. Everybody's right at each other's throats. I'm sure this is going to be a great game. And of course, Giants have got their 2 main players, Richardson and Jeremiah, back. What a game this looks like being, Vidya. Can't wait.
Would they make the difference, and would they take this trophy? Let's find out what happened. Division 2 has come down to a final game. It's San Fernando Giants against Deportivo PF. Both teams on 25 points, and they are also being chased by UTT on 24 points. UTT up against Marabella Family Counseling Center, but it is this game that should decide the winner of the Division 2 of the Ascension Invitational Football League. San Fernando Giants, they have it all to do here at home. Deportivo PF with the likes of Houghton Hector in there and Judah Garcia. They will be formidable opponents in this one. Ball played in by Hector. Chance put wide here by Deportivo PF. Good signs for them early in this encounter. Ball played in again and couldn't find the target. Garcia just unable to keep that one from going out of play. More attacking play here from the Giants, and well marshaled in defense by the San Fernando Giants team. Certainly have struggled to break them down. They have been getting some purchase, but whoa, that's a chance that could assist them in getting an opportunity. Played through the middle and just tackled away from him at the last moment. Could they find some space here? San Fernando Giants have been finding Richardson a lot here, the number 5, and he has been pulling the strings for them in the midfield. Can he find another dangerous pass here? Not on that occasion. Richardson also has been doing his defensive work, and he has given the ball up here, and Deportivo PF have an opportunity to send a cross in of some merit, and that one almost finding the mark. And Brian Williams, some concern for him and his San Fernando Giants team. Well, there was a push there, and certainly that may be a card, and it is a yellow card handed out to the Giants. That is a tackle that could see a red card here. Well, he's gotten a yellow card, but tell you what, he's very, very lucky to still stay on the field. And for the protest, another yellow card. So it's a rash of them so far in the second half. Another push and an elbow, and that is another yellow card. It's not going to be long before somebody is going to be sent off in this game. And for the sent, another player from Deportivo PF has found his way into the referee's notebook. Late chance here. Oh, he goes down, and a penalty has been awarded. 90 plus 1 minute, and a penalty has been awarded as Jeremiah goes down under the challenge of Ronald Paul. Yellow card for Paul and yellow card for the goalkeeper Denzel Smith for his protest. Barkley can hardly look. A chance here to win the title. A goal would certainly put the Giants in front. And Richardson has put it away well. That's a wonderful finish. And he takes off his shirt in celebration. Deportivo Point Fortin, they are in tatters at the moment. It is San Fernando Giants that have run away 1-0 winners here. And that is the Division 2 title for them. Congratulations to San Fernando Giants.
I think it was a bit unfortunate, that at that stage of the game to give away a penalty. I think, it was a soft penalty in my thought. I thought it was a very soft penalty. And I think after that, we lose it. The players was unable to concentrate, for the last few minutes to go. So, tough loss. Again, congratulations to San Fernando Giants. Well, we know this game and it will be a tough game, having San Fernando Giants having the ability to come and win. But I think, we early part of the game tried to go too direct with the presence they had at the back. I think at the back, they were very tall. They had a very tall presence at the back. And I think only in the early part of the second half, we did try to put the ball down. And it was a little tough on Hector, having the battle with the stoppers. But, we went out to go and get it done. Unfortunately, he was unable to.
Yeah, I think it was a good penalty, as we all saw, I know it was saying you see the player get pulled down in the box and stuff like that. It's a straight penalty. But other than that, in the game, I think the players and them show a lot of heart. They work hard and stuff like that. And I think they really did well. So I want them, disappointed them, for them to go and enjoy the moment and have a good time. We 1 week again away from starting in this Super League, so it's another preparation that we have to get into. But I was really pleased with the effort they show.
So there it is, a 1-0 win for San Fernando Giants. A late goal by Johannes Richardson, just keeping in with the theme of the evening, Terry, late goals winning the titles.
Yeah, another game where both teams were really neck and neck throughout the 90 minutes, and it was going to take something special or something different or a mistake, and that's what we saw. The penalty at the end, I thought it was a little bit unnecessary, but Jeremiah got it and Richardson scored, the two players that were missing the games before. But what a fantastic finale to the season. Again, kudos to the guys at Ascension League. They've done a great job. Terminex, they've done a wonderful job bringing football to the communities again, and the turnout for the game video was fantastic.
Well, let's talk about that goal, the penalty goal. The coach of Deportivo PF, Reynold Carrington, said that it was a soft penalty. You agree?
Well, not really. I think nowadays, when you see what happens in football today, you cannot put a hand on anybody inside the penalty area. If we'd had VAR available, that would have been a penalty. We didn't have it, but it still was given. I thought the referee had a solid game, and I would have given the penalty myself.
Right, so it was a penalty. The goal was scored very late in this one,
yeah.
And the title for San Fernando Giants. We saw some games with them, and they were very good throughout this tournament. Good work by Brian Williams.
Yeah, they've done a terrific job, yeah, and I think this has been the whole tournament. We've seen some great young kids out on display. We've seen good coaches at each other's throats on the sidelines wanting to win this. My God, there's been some prize money out there to win. So everybody's been up for this competition. It's been fabulous.
Yeah, it certainly is. And in terms of the prize money, the team that won this got more prize money than the team finishing third in the top league.
Yeah, tremendous. And again, it keeps the momentum going. And that's what the football fraternity here in Trinidad and Tobago, that's what we needed. That's what Terminex have given us over this last month. It's been great for the fans, the players, for everyone.
There were several national players on display here. Garcia was in there, also some former national players, Andre Pacheco in there. Who caught your eye in this one?
Well, listen, I was looking forward to seeing Jude Garcia. I think he's one of them youngsters that everyone had such big hopes for. And I thought they got it wrong today. I thought they played him wide left to start the game, then they drifted him into the middle of the park. He ended up on the right-hand side. They're not sure where to play this guy because he hasn't got blistering speed, but he's got a great touch and he sees the pass. But for me, there wasn't enough thunder, blood and guts inside him. There wasn't enough passion there wanting to win this game. He was a little disappointing for me.
Yeah, it certainly was. Now, spare a thought for UTT on the other side. They were also chasing. They won 9-0. It was raining goals there, and they fell short.
And raining here tonight.
Yes, it certainly is.
9-0, you can't argue with that. And I think, listen, they've had a good run, UTT, but the winners take the trophies.
Yes, it is. The winners take the trophies, and certainly that was what happened on the night. Overall, this is our last show. What is your take on this whole league?
My take is see you later.